Hello, hello, hedgehog friends and high-flying fans. It's me, Hazel Hedgehog, your prickly but adorable guide to all things fun, fast, and fantastic. Welcome to the ArtCo Drones and Entertainment livestream, where the skies are alive, the stories are buzzing, and the excitement never touches the ground. Unless it's landing for a perfect drone shot, of course. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Grab your goggles, secure your snacks, and make sure your tail feathers are clear of the propellers. Because here comes the man with the master plan, the captain of the controls, the pilot of pure entertainment, your host, Articus Gordon.
Yeah, welcome to another episode of ArtCo Drones and Entertainment Wednesday night special. We've got a great show for you tonight. We've got JohnnieDroneFlyer is going to join us a little later. He is at his son, one of his kids' baseball tournament. Hopefully, he'll be able to make it. It should be a fun show. I want to welcome some of you that have joined us. We got Michael, Cool Cat. Welcome, welcome. Always good to see you. And we've got Nick, FTFO. Welcome to the show. Michael, how'd you like that new intro that I put in? Something a little different. I sort of played it a little bit on Saturday. It kind of had mixed results on it. Johnnie is at a ball game, so hopefully he'll join us at the bottom of the hour. Yeah. Sequester, maybe. Okay. All right. So hope you guys are having a bang up week. It's Wednesday, hump day. Good to be here. We're halfway through the week. Tomorrow night is my political show. If you want to catch that, Bill is going to be filling in for Lloyd. Lloyd may join us. He will be back from his trip to Grand Junction, Colorado, and hopefully he could join us. So that reminds me, I've got to send a link to Bill so he won't forget or fall asleep. What else? It should be a good show. We got a lot to talk about tomorrow. And then Friday. I could go a little longer because I don't have to work Saturday. The plant's going to be closed because they're turning off the power. They're doing some configurations. I think they're adding more lighting out on the floor, so that ought to be good. Jameson Serber, welcome. Good to see you. And we got Brad, Nana's Attic. Good to see you, Brad. Always great. Oh, before I forget, I do have a goal for tonight, and that goal is try to get at least a couple super chats in, whether it's a $2 or a $5 super chat. Let me set that up. And so you make a super chat and I will give you a hearty shout out and acknowledge your super chat and welcome you to the show. So we got Steve Knowles, welcome. And the crowd is building up. That is good. So let's do some videos while we're waiting for Johnnie. So this one is another one from the Philippines. This one's at a place called Palazzo Verde. So I'm going to, and you'll get to see the sunflowers there and the church that they have right next to it where They do graduations, weddings, and so forth. So it's a pretty snazzy place. So let's take care and let's watch, shall we? Okay, let me make the screen big and let's go. Drone flying, Palazzo Verde, Las Piñas, Philippines. Next. Welcome to ArtCo Drone Solutions, another addition to my Philippine travel vlog. And in this video, we are flying at a famous ballroom. It's a renowned ballroom for weddings and receptions, graduations, prom ceremonies. It's a great place. They also grow a lot of sunflowers. They have a nice sunflower garden. That's what we were flying in this video. So sit back and enjoy this video. Had to mute the music so I don't get a copyright strike. So I am flying my Avata 1 over here. And you can see down below, there's the sunflower garden. And over there, they've got a little soccer field. And there's Palazzo Verde. And they got a little basketball court there. See all the homes there. That's more in an area that's developed. You got nice homes there, nice streets. Not like out in the province where you have cement roads. And there's a major thoroughfare right there. So I'm flying at about maybe a couple 100 feet, maybe 150 feet. There's the soccer field, pretty good size. There's the circular drive. They've got a little nice setting there with a lot of flowering plants there. As you can see, it's pretty windy there. Try not to fly over any people. There's the sunflower garden there. And there's the car that I came in, coming in for landing. And that guy that's standing right there, I found out I wasn't supposed to fly there. So there's my friend Nancy. She is my tour guide, and that other lady is Shani. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you like my content, please subscribe by clicking on the icon in the lower right hand corner. All right, we know all about that. So hope you enjoyed that. We got Steve Janess. Welcome, welcome, and Warren Akira Show. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you guys. Hope you liked that video. That's a neat little place that I stopped at in the Philippines. Stopped at a lot of places. We went to the Solar Casino. Did some gambling there. That was a lot of fun. On that trip, I actually came home with some money. So I think I came back with 9K of pesos, which is roughly $7,500 right there. So that was a lot of fun. And where else? Arden Island. That was a neat place. They had a lot of really, really cool artwork where you could actually you could touch the artwork, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. There's another place we went to a little town on Manila Bay called Nyack, and that's where my ex-fiance lives. So I got to visit with her, and I finally got to meet her sister Jennifer, who I never met before. Nice lady. And her brother Dante was there, and got to see my godson Daniel and his two siblings Kyle and Princess, and their mother Lenny. She was there. So yeah, a good time there. You probably saw the video that I flew there off the beach there. So, mm-hmm. 50 years ago, you lost your airfare in Reno. Where'd you lose it at? The poker table or the slot machines? Hey, Jim's droning. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you, sir. And Steven Drones. Welcome, welcome. So we've got 3 Steves tonight. That's cool. Welcome, welcome. Good to have you guys. So let's play one more video while we're waiting for Johnnie. And this is the Lake Arbor restoration. So let's check that out. Okay, cool. Got that. And Lake Arbor restorations next. Welcome to ArtCo Drone Solutions. I'm here at Lake Arbor, where they're doing some restoration on some erosion of the shoreline and some problems with the dam on the east end of the lake. So The lake is partially drained and it's down a couple of feet. And so this is going to be a two-pronged show. I'm going to show you some of the work they're doing on the lake. And also, I lost a drone here about 3 years ago. And hopefully, with the water level being as low as it is right now, I could hopefully spot the drone and maybe retrieve it either today or sometime in the near future. So sit back, enjoy the video. I've got my drone. I'm going to do an overshoot, and we'll show you some of the things that are going on here. So sit back and enjoy the show. Now I used my my Air 2. I'm going to mute the music so I don't get copyright strike. Weird. I mean, I paid for this music. I don't know why I got a copyright strike on it. That's just weird. Weird. And these are just some of the homes that are near the lake. This is over at the west end of the lake where the creek feeds into the lake. As you can see, there's still ice on the lake. And they do have an aeration system there. And as you can see a lot of dead fish along the shoreline. And right where that circular pavilion, if you go straight to the right, that's somewhere where my drone went down. And you can see where they did some work with the backhoe. You can see the seagulls flying around there. And I've caught a lot of carp in this lake. If you like carp fishing, this is a good spot. And there's a bunch of geese down there. That little cove to the left, I've caught a lot of carp in that little cove there. And right over there to the left where the trees are, that's a good spot to fish. You want to stay out of the sun? Yep. And there's the little dam there. They're doing some work there. So you're getting a little bit of a look at the lake. There's a little dock right there where a lot of people do some fishing there. They do stock this lake with walleye in there. I've never caught any walleye. Maybe next spring I'll give it a try and hopefully catch one. Yep. Yeah, and you can see the dead fish down there. And I'm looking to see if I could find my drone. I don't see it anywhere. I imagine it probably got buried in algae and silt. Yeah, look at all those dead fish. Look at that duck just landing there. Going a little sideways, see if maybe I can spot it. I don't see it. I mean, this was like 4 or 5 years ago that I lost that drone. There you go. Still seeing if I could find it. We got Mark R. White. Hey, Mark. Good to see you. And we got Jamie. Droning with Jamie. Jamie, I love your videos over there on TikTok. Alrighty. I think we've got enough, so hmm. And I'm sitting over there by that pavilion. And here I am coming in for a landing. All right. Well, here we come. Oh, nearly hit that tree there. Tried to land it on that bench there. I think I did. There we go. All righty. All right, there we go. I hope you enjoyed that video. And without further ado, all the way from that great state of Louisiana, let's welcome the man, the drone flyer, or the drone buyers, as he's known. Let's welcome Johnnie. Welcome, welcome.
What's up, Art? Well, hey,
Hey, how you doing?
yeah, I might buy a few drones now and then,
Mm-hmm.
Also sell them too. So hey,
That's good.
yeah. How you doing?
I am doing pretty good. The weather here is nice and sunny. We're supposed to have 90s for the rest of the week, and then a cool down that week where we'll be in the 70s.
Oh wow, yeah, it
So,
was 94 here today, so it was pretty warm. Yeah,
yeah.
but
So, Johnnie, you've been flying for quite a while. When did you start flying drones?
2018, I bought a Phantom 3 Standard. Was my first drone.
Those are good drones. That was my first real drone, where before that I had a Bugs 3.
Oh yeah,
It didn't have any GPS, and that was a pain in the butt to fly. So
I'm reading Hot Rod. No, I haven't caught up to Hot Rod's amount of drones. No. He's probably got more than Marcus Crawford.
yeah. So yeah, you've been flying for quite a while, and what did you graduate to after the Phantom 3 Standard?
Oh God, man, I don't. I guess the Air series would have been next. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
and through the, I tried the Hubson at the time. I think the Xeno 2 had came out, and like
Right.
I always tease Marcus, except for taking off, landing, and flying. The Hubson Xeno 2 was pretty good.
Okay. Good.
So yeah, it was always a challenge to try to land the Xeno 2. I remember it bounced up and down and stuff. But hey, you know what? We all go through that. I know a lot of people didn't start with DJI, but with YouTube art, man, I think watch the Canadian Drone Hub. Roger and them was on every morning,
Right.
and I probably watched them for maybe, I don't know, maybe 6 to 8 months, maybe even longer, and kind of so I dove in with the Phantom 3 Standard, which was a kind of iconic looking drone. It was huge, that. So
Yeah.
and I remember taking it off in my backyard and probably going 3, 4, 5 feet off in the getting off the ground. I let it just hover, and man, I was like amazed. I didn't want to go up anymore. And but yeah, it's fun. The drone hobby is we've all come a long way, and we've
Yeah.
all even from that to this right here, the little V copter, but yeah, I enjoy it. And of course, do FPV now a little bit, and
Cool.
still not worth a crap at FPV, but I do enjoy it. So
And before you got that V copter, you got the standard size V copter, didn't
I
you?
do. Yeah, I have Dustin. Dustin Dunnels was moving when he was moving from Hawaii. He wanted to get rid of some things, and so I bought it from him. Yeah, so that's been out over the Pacific there on that range test. Dustin does them range tests with the drones.
Right.
I've had it, I guess, about I don't know, probably 4 years now, I guess. So
Cool.
so
And how's the camera on that drone? Was that pretty good,
it's
average?
okay. I mean, it's not a, what? It's just a drone that you fly and enjoy. I mean, it's like I say, just like this.
Right.
Sometimes I think we all worry about cameras and video and 8K, 6K, 4K, and all this stuff. But enjoy the hobby. And you still got flyers flying analog, and you know what that looks like. So
Yeah. Mhm.
it's like, hey, why would you unplug your cable and put rabbit ears back on? But you know what?
Right.
It's all TV. So, but I enjoy it. I do enjoy all the drones, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great hobby. And of course, we know about the community, and the
Yeah.
community is first, and drones come in second now. To
Right. Right. Yeah. My first analog, my FPV drone was the Tiny Hawk.
Yeah, me too.
And
Yeah, I had the little beta. Oh no, the beta cetus is the cetus beta
yeah,
cetus. Yeah, I see
and
Steve asking Genesis. I have a 3.5-inch Valador, a 4-inch Valador, and a 5-inch. God, what is that? I gave away a Mario 5. Uh,
cool,
that
cool,
so I have,
cool.
and actually I have in '04. So I have 4 FPV drones. Too many.
Wow, wow.
And
And
I did build the last one myself. So
nice, nice. I did have a 5-inch that I bought off of a police auction website. Got it flying. Unfortunately, that went swimming in the lake, not Lake Harbor, but over there at Adams County Fairgrounds. Uh, my visual observer wasn't watching, and I thought, I took off, and he's gabbing with the other guy, and I lost signal, and that's all she wrote. So
yeah,
if
well,
I
you know
was,
what? It happens, and I guess I meant now. Of course, I've crashed FPV. I never crashed a camera drone, but hey, you know what? If you fly long enough, and you get, I guess you get brave and braver,
yeah,
and and you're thinking, and then sometimes I think the FPV drone definitely makes you a better camera drone pilot, but it also makes you maybe do something that you probably wouldn't even try with a camera drone. And
yeah,
that's not I don't know. I don't really do too much of that kind of stuff. And most times you hit something, I guess, going side to side more than you do, just kind of running into it or so. But
right.
all the DJI drones of with the obstacle avoidance, I mean, it's I'm not saying
Right.
you can't crash, but if you survey your flying where you're flying at and kind of get a scoop on an area and know what you're doing, you really shouldn't have a problem. But it does happen, that's for sure.
Yep. And I've had 3 of the DJI FPV drones. I had the what we call the potato. Had that for a while.
Yeah,
And
that's one drone I've never flown ever. I mean, I know DeMarco had it at Spin Up, and he was not begging me, but he was offering to fly it. I just don't really care to fly anybody else's drone, but and Michael Wright had it, so a bunch of people have it, but I have never flown a potato.
yep, I flew that for a while, and I got the first Avata, and I took that to the Philippines. And that video that you just saw at Palazzo Verde, that was with the Avata 1. And this last trip that I went, I had the Avata 2. Sadly, I sold all my drones because I was short of cash, made some money, and now with the no tax on overtime, maybe I'll get a nice refund and possibly pick up a drone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Avata too, is I tell you what, the morning that this past South Florida drone meetup, I had the hard cases for everything, which that's what I personally like. So the morning we were going to the refuge house, a house of refuge, I grabbed the Avata 2 instead of my Air 3S, and I was so aggravated when I got there but I actually really got some good footage, even though it was kind of windy. But yeah, I was so aggravated, and I could have went back to the hotel and grabbed it. I mean, it's not that far, but I said I'll just shoot with it. But yeah, the Avata 2 and the like the little Neo, man,
Right.
that's a great little drone to it's a great to learn FPV too with. So
Right. Right. Yeah, I would definitely like to get back into FPV drones if I could. Down the road, pick up the Avata 2, maybe the Avata 3 that's supposed to be coming out later this year, early next year. That might be something to get. But
yeah,
probably what I'll do is I'll
yeah, the progression of that would be a better camera and probably maybe a little bit longer battery life. Although, even about a 2 after, I don't know, 10, 12, 15 minutes, I mean, you kind of ready to, I personally think you're ready to come down for a little break, especially with the
right.
goggles, and I know here in Louisiana, when you put the goggles on, even late in the evening, sometime I'll fly, but hey, after even a couple batteries in the FPV of 3 or 4 minutes, I mean, you're like ready to just take a break, you know?
Yep. And well, I was thinking about I'd like to get the Air 3S
Yeah,
with
great,
the smart controller. That'd be nice.
great
And
drone. I'll tell you what, the Air 3S. And then looking at the specs maybe on that Mini 5, I mean, it almost looks like it's a Mini 5 shoved in an Air 3S, you know, I mean, so it's going
cool.
to be really, you know, the only thing is, hey, will it be available in the US? I mean, that's a big question right now, but hey, like I said last night on Bill's show, as soon as it comes out, if it's not available in the US, I'm just going to go to eBay and get it off from South Korea or Japan, like a lot of people are
There you
doing,
go.
and nobody's having any problems. And
Right.
so
Mm-hmm. Another one that's a really good deal is the Mini 4K.
yeah.
It's a really good price you get for a little over $200. I'm like, oh, that's a pretty good deal with the controller and a bag and a charger.
Yeah,
That's
I had just bought that actually, and then I bought Rick Williams and Buckeye Drones had a Mini 3 Pro that he was selling with, I think, I don't know, they had 4 batteries I think it was 4 batteries and the ND filters. And so I ended up picking it up, and I had just bought the Mini 4K off Amazon for like $269, I think it was.
right.
So I sold
Hmm.
it to DeMarco Moore, and I think I only really flew it. I might have only flew it like once or twice, you know, so it was brand new.
Cool. And you know, I hear the camera's pretty good on that drone. So
Yeah, just, you know, you got to go back to using your phone, and that's like,
right,
you know,
yeah,
the
that's the only downs.
only negative. I mean,
Yeah. Hmm.
uh, you know, and it's not terrible. I mean, flying with your iPhone, or if you use a you know, some kind of mini tablet,
Right.
we're just spoiled. I mean, I like having my phone free, and of course, it's so easy to grab that controller.
Right.
And I'd rather, you know, I would love to have the new controller. I think Marcus ordered it off of eBay, but I don't think he's got it yet. Just the
Right.
controller itself, you know. So
Yeah, the thing I didn't like about the Avata 1 is you had to have your phone hooked up to it
yeah.
because that was kind of a pain in the ass. And then when the Avata 2 came out, no problems. You just put the goggles on, and you're either using the motion controller or the regular RC and flying it around. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, the motion controller is awesome. I mean, a lot of people, you know, I fly mostly with the sticks now, although I'll go in spurts. But you know, wherever you put that circle, I mean, the drone's gonna go there. So
Yep.
it's
That,
pretty,
that's,
you know, it's pretty good
mhm,
if you got a good steady hand, or keep
mhm.
it where you need to. You really
Yeah.
shouldn't have a problem. I mean, it's you know, although Captain Joe hit a pole that wasn't there, so I'm just, you know, I'm just saying.
Yeah. So let's see. Next year, DJI will have a 360 drone. That's interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
somebody was saying that. I mean, you know, it's kind of a, because we know about the release that came out, the
Right.
anti-gravity. Doesn't really interest me a whole lot. I mean, that's, to me, it's a lot more editing and probably
Yeah.
software. But I mean, for the people who want to do that, hey, I guess it's great. A whole nother set of goggles, and you know, looking at it, it seems like you have to stand up and turn your whole body. They were saying, to not just your wrist.
Ah,
So I don't know if
okay.
somebody would have to put you in like your office chair and spin you around, because I have to sit.
uh, yeah, maybe it's got that head tracking. I don't know. I know for the Neo and the Avata 2, they had head tracking for those drones.
Yeah, it's very similar to that, I would think. Yeah, Captain Joe saying just one goat. Yeah, you're right, Joe. Just one goat. You just hit one pole, and you know, no, got to pick on Captain Joe. Love him to death. You know, he's doing good. Had that leg problem, but he's doing good. He's getting out a little
Yeah,
bit. So
that's good to hear. Yeah.
yeah, but no, it's hey, the drone community is. I think, you know, or looking back, guys, been I don't know, probably I got my first drone at 18 and kind of started watching. You know, of course, there was numerous shows back then.
Yeah.
used to be Xeno Nation, and of course, Builder Drone Reviewer, and
Yep.
Coast to Coast Drones, I guess, and
East
you know,
Coast,
so yeah. Now
Drone
Ray,
Therapy.
Ray and I, we've been doing our show. I think this is our, I don't know, we're probably getting ready to start our. We started around October or so. We did it on Sundays, so this is probably going to be our 6th year. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I think
do it every other week now. The once a week is pretty tough. It comes around really quick.
yes, it sure does. It's like I gotta think, wait a minute, were those guys on last week? So I'm doing it every other week that you guys are not on, and this is my original time slot.
Yeah, it used to be, right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
we
used
did it
to.
on Sundays. I think when we first started at 2, well, maybe it was 4 o'clock our time, my time, but it was just hard. You know, Sunday afternoon, family time, and you know, then I was watching the NFL. I don't really watch the NFL anymore. But, you know, it's I don't know. It was hard out, so I had told Ray. I said, Ray, you know, we're gonna have to change to another night. I mean, I just
Right. Mm-hmm.
every Sunday, and you know yourself. I mean, even my family knows. Of course, now I do it every other week, but you know, there for 4 or 5 years, it's like can't do nothing on Wednesday. No birthday type parties, and you know, Papa has this show. You know,
Right. Right. Right.
I hardly
And
take a night. I mean, I probably only missed 1 or 2 nights in 4 or 5 years. I mean, you know,
right.
it's just but you know what, hey, it's just a YouTube show, and now I've learned, hey, you know what, every other week is fine. And of course I
Yeah.
do Drones and Coffee on Sunday mornings, which is a totally different show.
Mm-hmm.
We do try to keep our show, you know, the Fly for Fun show is more, it was always not about the news, more about the pilots.
Right.
And
Mm-hmm.
you know, and now we do videos every other week, and people love to, you know, I think it brings the people in the chat, you know, in the community. They love to see the videos and stuff.
Right. Right.
Okay, Bud Bieber is leaving.
Hey, bud. Take care, man. Have a good evening. Yeah, so I've been doing this for I think 7 years next April. Will be 7 years.
Man, I know it. It's crazy, you know. That and it just seemed. I know when I did it every Wednesday, man, it seemed like every other day was Wednesday. You know, because I mean, if you do a show, especially, you know, I always, believe it or not, I still type a little script, and you know, I try to keep up with people's birthdays, and you
Right.
know, when I see something come across Facebook, of course, and you know, try to, you know, somebody's sick,
Speaking of
try to wish them well.
birthdays, today is Dennis Nacho Riser's birthday today.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then we got a whole bunch of birthdays coming up on Saturday. We've got, well, my friend from the Philippines, James Tanner.
Oh yeah, James. Yeah.
But since he's on the other side, you know, so I put it up a day early so it'll be on the right day for his birthday. So, and then we have former Congressman Thaddeus McCotter. His birthday is on the 22nd. And he's a former congressman out of Michigan. You may have seen him on Greg Gutfeld's other show, Red Eye. And
I haven't.
And I occasionally have him on my Thursday night show. Yeah. He's a pretty good guy. Yeah. And also, well, we can't forget Ken Herron's birthday.
Yeah, that's well, this weekend is Manfield. Yeah, and yeah, we were, my son-in-law and myself, we were going up till and we kind of knew it. My granddaughter turns 21 on the 26th, so we kind of knew that she had a sorority type thing last weekend, and then she's got something next weekend, and so this weekend was kind of the only, you know, so that's why I kind of decided, not that I couldn't go to Minefield, so I decided to go up to Rhode Island. So I'll be going to Rhode Island in a couple of weeks.
Cool.
If everything looks good here, the H word, you know, the hurricane.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna leave the house if anything, which I'm hoping, you know.
Right.
I don't know, that week, the last weekend of August and the first week of September for us is like almost, it's like
Right.
Katrina and Ida hit on the same nights, the same date.
Wow.
15 years, well, 18 years
Wow.
actually. So, but the same Sunday night, Monday morning, scenario. So,
right.
And I see Aaron's out there turning, but it's pretty big. But it looks like, I mean, they're gonna get some rough surf on the East Coast, but
Right.
it's
Mm-hmm.
it won't be too bad as far as So I'm actually watching the documentary on Katrina on Hulu. It's pretty interesting. Even being here and being in it, it's kind of like, man, I didn't know some of the stuff that really went on.
Right.
So crazy times.
Yep. My friend James in the Philippines, they had a typhoon, I think late in July, and it was like a week of rain that
Oh
they
wow.
had up there. And my friend Nancy, she lives in Valenzuela, which is just north of Manila, right on the bay, and her house gets flooded every year. Every time they have the typhoon that comes in, because they're in a flood zone there. Uh, you'd think people wouldn't build houses where there's a lot of flooding, but hey, a lot of those Asian countries they build homes where you think that's not a good spot because
Well,
next
the coastal property now is so popular. I mean, we had a condo there in Orange Beach and Alabama, and of course, even here, even where our new house is right here, this is what they call a flood zone. Although Hammond doesn't flood because we don't have the rising water type stuff. But New Orleans is a bowl. I mean, New Orleans,
right,
so it's when the levees broke that night on Katrina, that's really what the storm was over and people survived the storm. But once the levee broke that wall, I
right.
mean, that was it for them,
Mm-hmm.
So, because actually Katrina hit a little bit to the east of New Orleans, which the Gulf Coast, although it was huge and covered the whole Gulf. But yeah, it's we thank God we don't on our new house here. We have not one tree, and we don't have to worry about flooding because we had to build up like I don't know, almost 40 inches or something like that. So, and we even
That's
took our house. We even took the house out of flood zone because we were up high enough, So,
good. Good for you.
but
We
yeah,
got Keith, a Jeep, a drone, and an old man. Welcome, welcome. Always good to have you, Keith. He's the guy that does a lot of videos on the battleship Texas. And he's got some really good drone footage flying around that battleship. So go check out his channel. Uh, they did finally find a home for the battleship. It will be there in Galveston.
okay,
And so I think they're just finishing up a few restoration on it. And I think they're maybe Keith could tell me if they're allowing tours yet, or maybe there's still work that they gotta wait until they're finished with it. Because right now they're putting back the machine gun tubs. They look like tubs, and and the machine gun area is right in the middle, and
yeah.
that's
All those ships must be about, I guess, near the same age, or I'm not sure, but I know they just did USS Alabama. They redid it, and they did the USS Kidd in Baton Rouge. So yeah, and I know somebody else was saying they just did one. So yeah, it's I guess because yeah, they're tourist attractions, that's for sure.
Mhm. Well, you got to remember the Texas is a World War One era battleship,
Yeah, so that yeah,
and that class, it's part of the New York class. It was the first one to carry 14-inch guns, and they have shut down tours because the inside Oh yeah, that's
Wow.
right. It's
Yeah,
probably like an oven inside that. Yeah.
yeah.
Ugh.
I'm sure that's pretty warm. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
like sitting on an airplane without the air conditioning.
Yeah.
It gets
Yeah.
pretty warm pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. We got Uncle Bill. Hey, Bill, good to see you.
Uncle Bill,
And we've got Bent Rail, which is Gary. Good to see you.
a Jeep, a drone, an old man. Welcome in.
Yep. That's Keith.
Keith, okay, yeah.
Yep.
Texas is the oldest one. She launched in 1914. Wow.
Yep. That's right.
1914. Wow.
And I believe it was the first one to be oil fueled, where the sister ship, New York, was still coal. Still had coal, and it had, I think the Texas had the turbine engines, where the New York had the old style reciprocating piston engines. So, yeah.
Most powerful weapon on the face of the planet when she launched. Wow.
Yeah, that's right. They called it a turret farm because they had 5 turrets. And we had a couple ships there that had 6 turrets on them. So they called them super battleships. And then later on, they went to the standard scheme where you had 4 turrets and the ships looked basically similar, except the newer ones had more newer stuff added to it. And, oh, Bill's on his way home.
Bill.
Good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bill. Okay, I see it. Finally on his way home. I see that. Yeah. My chat. I had to pop the chat out here. So, are you going to be able to come to South Florida next year, or you don't? I mean, it's too early.
I'm hoping 50-50 right now. It all depends on well, if I get a nice refund check, that's a possibility.
And I mean, now, right now, I mean, it's got the Vegas meetup. You got Michael and Sergio. They do that meetup in Elgin, Illinois. You got Matthew. You got Castle Crash. You got South Florida Drone. You have the Northeast Drone. So it's yeah, I mean, and I guess it's good. I guess it's well, Vegas wouldn't be too far from you, I guess, Art. But Vegas, it's pretty expensive lately,
Mm-hmm.
You hear a lot of people come back from Vegas and they kind of like, I'm never going back. It just seemed like they kind of got out of control with the food and the hotels and the resort fees. Yeah. But
that's too bad.
But yeah, a lot of good meetups now across the. I know even the Northeast Drone meetup that Josh and John, Connecticut Pirate, are doing, and Steve actually is helping a lot too. Steve Janess, so it's and they'll get a lot of people from New York, of course. I know Ray and them aren't that far from there.
Massachusetts and
all those guys up there. I know Michael Blade lives right. I think he said lives right by the hotel. Of course, Mark Fisher will be there, and I know.
Will Paul be there?
Who?
Paul Wedgenbig?
I don't know.
Because he's nearby there.
I know Marcus is not going, but I know Michael Rice going, Rick Williamson, Al Socharon. That's actually who I'm staying with. Ray, I think Eddie Nunez, Lon, Billy, and Adobo. So yeah, it's gonna be a nice little crowd up there.
Cool. So have you updated your the lineup of all the shows?
I it's pretty close. I do need to probably put you on there for this now, and I need to add Steve, John, and Josh's show on there. The Drone Rogues is on Monday nights at 6, and probably Scotty. I need to just tweak it. I'm gonna try to do that, of course, before the meetup, and I'll post it and bring some copies up there. And
Good night, Joel.
I do it about usually I don't know, twice a year, and I always do it right before the drone meetup. But so yeah, we try to. It's probably, I don't know, it's probably 40 shows on there, and of course,
Wow.
they're not all true drone shows, but it's the drone community, I would say,
Right.
So, and I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, you're not going to be on there. I'm taking you off because you're not a drone show. Because hey, it's just we're all friends, and I mean, we all fly drones, and I think we all watch each other's shows, and that's what's good about it, But you can watch. I mean, there's shows every night of the week, for sure.
Yeah, there is.
So
sadly, a lot of shows have disappeared.
Well, Art, it's a commitment. I mean,
yes,
sometimes I think when I was doing every week, I was kind of like, sometimes I dreaded, not that I dreaded doing a show, but getting a guest, and and then I mean, basically, I think we've been through almost everybody in the community, and we got some new guys popping in recently. I know Josh is relatively new, and John, Connecticut. I mean, we got a bunch of new people in the last 6-8 months. That's which is good, and we need some new people. So and then that's why every other 2 weeks I show drone videos, and like I don't know, the other night I think I did 21 of them in 1 hour, 2 or 3 minutes a piece. So, and people love that because it spotlights them, it spotlights the channel, and hey, I appreciate them tuning in because you know what I mean. Hey, you can watch a lot of crap on YouTube, and and you know what, you get a lot of people watching after the fact too. So. You don't realize that. I mean, I'll go back, like a lot of times even on your show here, sometimes it's early for me and usually doing something with the kids or something, but I'll go back and watch. And so, yeah, it's fun. The community is fun. And I think we all support each other. And yeah, I know we all helped. I know when I first got started, people helped me, and now I'll help. People call me about. I know I see you using Restream. I do StreamYard, although StreamYard I was paying for it, and then they went from $88 a year. I think I had a Black Friday deal for 3 or 4 years, and then they went to like, I don't know, they wanted like $50 a month, which I'm not paying $50.
Yeah.
So I just do the free version,
Yeah, I went over to Restream after the other guys jacked up their price. And so far, I like Restream. It's very similar.
It is, yeah. It looks like it, yeah. And I mean, the free version of StreamYard is okay, but I don't know. You can't play your intros. You have to kind of put them in as a file before, and you kind of go around a mountain instead of, So, but it's pretty cool. Of course, you can only have 6 guests, which which is plenty enough for a show because it's
right.
It's a lot of talking, and as a host, it's a lot of clicking going on in the background, especially when I do the videos at night. I mean, it's like, man, I know I load up all my videos across the top here on my tabs, and I think I had like 27 tabs open that night, just because I like to have them loaded up,
Well, and part of the reason why I went back to Wednesday, I wanted to get back to my roots, where basically I was doing what we're doing right here, have a guest on, talk about, hey, when did you get in? It's kind of what you guys do on when you're on. You have people on. When did you start flying? What did you start with? And blah blah blah. And then I'll play some videos. Some of my old videos. I've got so many videos.
Yeah, I didn't want to do the news. I mean, I think that the news is, if it's done a couple nights, especially we're on Wednesday. So, if it's done on, say, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, then, by the time Wednesday comes around, there's, and I never.
It's old news.
Yeah, it's old news. And, but that's a great, especially a show on Monday is great because you kind of catch all the news coming, And, I love interviewing the pilots, and, we've been through many of them, but what, it's just get back to basics. I mean, hey, put up people's videos, and what, your videos, hey, what, your videos don't have to be perfect, guys. And it's just all we're really doing is doing like a little phone conversation where we could see each other with, which we thought would never happen. We're kids, like the Jetsons type stuff, But, one thing Aldrin Sasio said at Spin Up was, hey, what, just post your stuff and enjoy it. Hey, You know, if I always say, hey, if you want to watch a good video, don't watch one of mine. You know, I mean, I don't like editing. I mean, some people love to edit, but I'm not going to sit and edit for 3 hours for a 3-minute video. That's just not my thing, you know.
Well, what I've learned is once you get the system down, it's not hard. It's all memorization because you've done it so many times that you get better and better at editing. Yes, Keith, I have tried EV Mutts. It's okay. I just like Restream because it's very similar to StreamYards. And with EV Mutts, it just, at the time, it had a lot of glitches.
Yeah, I think the couple of people who use it now, they seem to always have, I don't say always, but it seems to me they have more technical type problems, you know. Now, I don't know if that's
right.
StreamYard is one thing about StreamYard is very simple. I've personally never had a problem. I mean, if you got good internet, I don't think, you know, it's a big part of it.
Right.
But, I've never had a problem with it. And hey, and even the free version, it's okay. You know, I would rather have where you can do the intros and stuff and do the overlays. But hey, you know what? I'm not. I mean, you know, $50 a month is like, that's crazy. So,
yep. Well, now with the AI, it kind of makes my job a little easier because all I do is write up a script over on Chat GPT, and then I go to Big Motion AI, and I go to custom video. I just drop the script in, and about 5-10 minutes later, I've got a short video that I could use, and that's what I use to make my new intro.
Yeah, I saw that was pretty cool. Yeah, Michael Sergio actually just did us a new intro for the Fly for Fun show, and like I say, I can add it as a video and start the show, but I have to hit live and then I have to play that for a second instead of, you know, it's kind of backwards to me, but it's just kind of going, like you say, around a mountain instead of the paying for it. But, and one day I know I did get an email the other day from StreamYard. They had a 50% off sale because I guess they lost so many people, but it's still not worth to me. I'm not going to pay. I was paying it like, I think it was $88 a year, which is not bad.
Right.
But
yeah, that's not.
Yeah, even $25 a month is, I mean, I don't know, it's $300 a year, and I don't really generate, you know, any funds. I mean, I'll get a super chat now and then, but you know, we give a lot of stuff away, and I have some great supporters, and I know John, like Connecticut Pirate John, always sends a gift card, and I use it for you know, shipping, because you know, anything I ship is between, I guess, $5 to $7, you know. And I do it every 2 weeks. We do something, or you know, matter of fact, I just sent who won. I forgot. I just sent it yesterday, but I had because I thought he had somebody had won, and I thought they had said, hey, you know, like redraw and give it to somebody else, and I never sent it because I usually when I'm usually making a label while I'm sitting there on the show, you know. I say I'm gonna do something, hey, I'm gonna do it. So
there you go.
We always give away, you know, we give away the caps and the cups,
the stickers,
away many t-shirts and stuff. But hey, I enjoy doing it. So
cool. And another cool feature about Restream is they just added this a few months ago. Is you could take your live streams after it's finished, and you can make shorts.
Yeah.
And I played around with it, and they seem to get a lot of views.
Yeah, I've done a couple. I clipped a little portion of the shows and did it. You know, it's kind of, hey, you let Mark Fisher in here. You knew that?
Yes, I saw Mark.
Oh, I mean, I thought we had some standards or something on the show. So this guy is on here. If it was just art, I would stay. Mark's picking me up in Rhode Island, and like some kind of, I don't know what he's got, like a Volkswagen Bug or something. I don't know.
There you go.
He's got some fancy car. I think it's called a Maserati or something. You know.
Yeah. Oh, he says, I think I'll leave him at the airport. There you go.
He probably will. He probably just like, probably go around. No, Mark's a good guy. I can't wait to see him again. And it's gonna be a nice little meetup. Because I don't like flying. I'm not gonna lie. So I don't really. I'm not a good traveler.
You need to do one of those 14-hour flights like I did, going from LA to Manila.
No. We went to Italy about a year and a half ago, and man, I tell you, that was. And then of course I waited. We waited. I paid for that. We paid for that trip 18 months before that. Then COVID hit. They canceled it 4 times.
Oh yeah.
And it was like 6 years. And then when I got on a boat, I caught COVID. So I had an expensive boat ride. I did go to Rome 2 days early before we got on the Viking on the ship. And thank God I did, because it was the other 7 days I had to stay on a boat. So I had a very expensive boat ride.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? It was fun. But yeah, no, it's the meetup's going to be good.
And the thing I like about Florida is I love fishing, so I'm always bringing fishing gear with me. Yeah. And hopefully next time I'll actually catch more fish, because that first one that I went to that was at where was that?
Oh yeah, God, what was the name?
Next to Sebastian.
Sebastian, yeah.
Yeah, and I fished at that one place and I caught a porcupine fish. So
I remember
that was a new species for me. So that was kind of cool. Now that I watch all these shows like Sizzle Offshore, I'm learning a lot about fishing, off the coast there. And
it's funny because Captain Joe and I go flying, and we go out to that old tugboat right there, and then lighthouse, and Joe will be flying, and all of a sudden he like out there throwing his pole in the water, the fisher rod. He's like, he keeps it in his car. So yeah, it's funny, but no, we have a good time out there. We're gonna
Mark says he's got COVID now.
Well, that's probably the least of his worries, but No, I know, man. COVID is still and it's more like it's
not as bad as
right. It's more like a flu. But yeah, when you feel bad, look.
Yeah, you'll feel crappy for a few days. And,
right.
Yeah, it's not. It won't kill you unless you're an old fart like me.
Yeah, I don't like that. All right, Art. Well, I'll tell you what. I got to run. I'm gonna go pick up.
It's about time to shut this bad boy down. I want to thank you for coming. It was a pleasure having you. You have a great weekend and enjoy your trip up there at Providence, Rhode Island.
I've never been up there now, so it'd be new.
It's a neat little place. Last time I was there was 1970.
Oh wow! Yeah, I'm sure it's changed a little bit since then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, and good night, everybody.
Take care. Everybody in the chat, thank you all for coming. You all have a great week. Don't forget my political show tomorrow night, which is an hour later, which hopefully Lloyd will be there, but he's probably going to be pretty tired from his trip back from Grand Junction. Yeah. But Bill will be there. Gotcha. So after I'm done here, I'll send him the link. Take care, and you all have it. Oh, and don't forget my Friday show, and then Bill's show on Saturday.
Yeah.
Take care, everybody, and good night.
All right, Art. Thanks.
I'll get that cursor open.